Broncos country, NFL fans around the world. We're back. We're back. Rawhide and Dave. We're going to be breaking down everything we watched and experienced in the NFL playoffs in the divisional round. And then we're going to be getting into, of course, the conference championship previews, the predictions. Who do you think makes the Super Bowl? Can Jarrett Stidham pull off a miracle? We're about to discuss this all. Y'all be sure, get in the chat, smash that like, subscribe to Rawhide Media for you. Links in the description. Shout out to Kaushi. Use the code DTB for a $10 bonus when you deposit 10. We'll be looking at those odds as well. And Rawhide, I did place a nice little wager on Super Bowl MVP yesterday. All right.
Who'd you pick? Who'd you pick?
Bo Nix. The odds were insane. I couldn't say no. If he comes back and plays on a broken ankle, man, let's get this thing done. It's a wrap.
Yeah,
it's a wrap if they win the Super Bowl and he plays on a broken ankle. It's a wrap.
Hey, it must be an astronomical number.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. I'll show you it. I'll show you what it was. But
okay.
But I guess first, let's go ahead and get into what we watched last week. We'll just go through the games as we watch them. And funny enough, hey, my Denver Broncos, they had the first game of the weekend last week. Broncos, Bills, Rawhide. When we were previewing this game, I mean, we were kind of laughing about it, right? Saying, Bo Nix outperforming Josh Allen, that, that's why I'm excited about this game. Bo Nix can outplay him. And that's kind of that's definitely what we saw, man.
That's
Josh
exactly
Allen,
what happened.
He self-destructed, man. But what was going through your mind watching this game? Thoughts on the Broncos, Bills, wherever you want to take this?
As far as the Broncos side of it, I was a tad bit disappointed in the defense, though.
Yes.
They were just getting ran on left and right. And Brandon Cooks fumbling the ball. If he hadn't turned it over, would he have one or two? If he hadn't turned the ball over, man, I mean, he was the superstar of the game for the Buffalo Bills. He was just all world out there. I was just like, this is not the Broncos team. Have y'all always been susceptible to the run? I don't recall y'all being that bad.
No, man. James Cook was
he
was tearing us up, man. It was bad. And they did run all over us last year, too. I guess they have the biggest offensive line in the NFL, and we're a bit undersized. Mm-hmm. So you saw that play out the way in which it did, man. But it was such a strange game where the defense forces 5 turnovers, but not one punt in the entire game.
Right. I heard you talk about it. I did peep in on your live game, and I was watching, and I could see the disgust in your face. You were so disgusted. I was just like, I told somebody, I said, man, they not happy at all. but back to your question, man, from the Broncos perspective, I was just disappointed about the run defense. I think other than that, they played halfway okay. Now, Josh Allen was trying to be Josh Allen, but he turned into, he regressed to 2023 Josh Allen. So he became a turnover-prone player. And the Broncos, I'm sorry, Buffalo, not saying that. Playoff teams can't win if you're just giving the ball up, unless both your quarterbacks giving them up, and we'll get to that later on. But it's just, I wasn't surprised to see Josh Allen turn into a pumpkin because he has tendencies of turning into a pumpkin.
Man, and I want to say, man, the crash out from not only the Bills coaches and players, I don't know if you saw, Brandon Cooks was on freaking Good Morning Football this morning talking about how he caught that ball at the end. Rawhide, am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? You got to survive the ground when you jump up to catch the ball, right?
I don't know where he ain't the only one, Dave. I'm watching Mike Greenberg. I'm like, this dude talking. I'm like, that's a clear pick. Because if you take the defender away, the ball hits the ground.
Yes.
Talking about. The defender just prevented the ball from getting on from hitting the ground. That's it. I thought it was clear as day. I don't.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling. It is simply mind-boggling how people can, and I think that's the Josh Allen effect, right? How people just cannot find fault in this quarterback. Now, listen, guys, I don't want to get on my rant, but since we're talking about it, I need y'all to understand something. I think he's the second best quarterback in the NFL. I do believe that wholeheartedly. It used to be up in the air between him and Lamar. He has passed Lamar, and it's a clear passing. So I think they both A's, but Josh Allen is like a 97, and Lamar is borderline 90, 91, maybe 89.5 sometimes. But, both of them are clear A's, but it's not even close. But Josh Allen, I'm like, he plays so bad. Oh, another thing I want to touch on. That style of quarterback play gets coaches fired. If you got a dual threat quarterback and they lean a lot on their legs, they get coaches fired. The reason being is that they are so dynamic and they are so mesmerizing, right? You draw fans in. They love the ability to run the ball and make spectacular plays. They can do all of that. But in the playoffs, that's not what wins games. You have to be able to function from the pocket. You got to be able to be, Clark Kent instead of Superman. You got to be able to control the game and manage the game. And when they unable to do that, on the outside looking in, because we so superficial, we like, how you losing with that great player? Because he's not great in critical situations.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's not about that. You got to be a lot more Clark Kent in the playoffs. You got to be that. And we'll get to another team that he's going to have to learn how to do that. And they get coaches fired, man. They just get them fired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I didn't even go on that rant, bro.
No, this was great because, it's very, very vindicating to hear somebody, again, who doesn't have any attachment to these teams come out and just say it how it is, okay? Josh Allen was horrible. It's not the refs' fault they lost this game, all right? I think Sean McDermott probably knew he was fired, which is why he just went and blamed the refs in the press conference. Bro. And, yeah, hey, when you blow 7 straight playoff runs with Josh Allen, I understand making a change. We'll see how it all goes. But his decision making, again, like you said, if you're just Clark Kent, if you're Josh Allen and you're Clark Kent in this game, you're talking about beating the Patriots and going to the Super Bowl, man.
Dave, explain to me right before half. What you doing, bro?
Dude, that was one of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen from a great quarterback ever, man.
Bro, what you doing, man?
That was insane. You got no timeouts. Why are you even running the ball?
What you doing?
Why are you even carrying with one hand?
What you doing?
Dude, just gifted us an extra 3 points.
I know you.
And then he turns it over to start the third quarter too.
I know.
Five turnovers, and man, it is so crazy to me. Nobody's talking about if this was Lamar Jackson, if this was Sam Darnold, if this was Bo Nix.
Oh my God!
If it was C.J. Stroud,
they gonna get to.
They would be talking about this guy as just being a total disaster at the quarterback.
Yes, they would, bro.
Man. But you don't hear anything about him. You don't hear anything about how he had 5 turnovers this week. Somehow the refs took this game from him.
Yep.
Insane,
100%, bro. Now, and Dave, you know what else? He ain't even got enough pelps on the wall, meaning wins, to even justify some of the poor play that he has had. He ain't won no Super Bowl. That's why you got to be more Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all can say what you want to say. Jalen Hurts is a better playoff performer than Josh Allen. And it's not even close.
I love having you on this show. Let me get to this super chat really quick before I forget. We still got more to talk about with the Broncos and Bills. But Coach Chris, thank you so much for the $20. Rawhide, he's been in here all season long with us on Thursdays, man.
Shout out to Coach, bro.
Yeah, he's been great. He said, taking the family from Arizona to Mile High this weekend. I went to our last championship game 12 years ago, or was it 10 years ago, with my son. Let's bring back the AFC crown to Mile High. Let's go Broncos. Dave and Rawhide, love the show. Denver Broncos for life. Thank you, Coach Chris. Thank you, Coach Chris.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out, Coach. Shout out, man. Appreciate you. We do.
Now, I got to hear your thoughts, man, on this Broncos offense, man. I was not expecting us to put up the amount of points. I feel like, hey, you've been warming up to Bo Nix a little bit as the season has gone on. Did his performance in this game do anything for you? If not, that's okay. But you just got to tell us how it is, Rawhide.
I think he played okay.
Okay.
I think he played okay. I think he played a neutral game. I didn't like the pick.
That was
I didn't
bad
like the pick. I didn't like the pick, Dave. Did not like that pick. But I think he played okay, man. He threw for 3 tugs, man. 26 and 46. What's that? Just over 60%. I think. I don't know. What was it? What's that percentage? I don't have it here. But he ran, 12 carries, 29 yards. I think he played. I mean, if you look at the QBR, that says a lot. At 48. Yeah, QBR 48 looks like he got on the screen. I think he played okay, bro. I think he played okay. I would have liked it, since you asked me about Bo Nix, I would have got a better judge of him if he wasn't gifted 4 extra possessions.
That's very fair. It's very fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'll tell you this. He's played better than Drake May, for whatever that's worth. I don't know if that says much, if anything, but this is the second year. Drake May's second year? Both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
Of the second-year players, he has played better than Drake May down the stretch. And I'm not just talking about playoffs. I'm talking on the backside of the season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree, man. Dude, that last drive to take the lead at the end, or close to the end of the fourth quarter, of course, our defense gave up 3 at the end, force overtime. But that deep ball to Marvin Mims, man.
That was a hell of a throw, Dave.
Fantastic, man.
That was a hell of a throw. It was.
And then that other deep ball to Lil Jordan Humphrey on that post route. That was like another 40-yard bomb. He was hitting it downfield, man. But like you said, there were a lot of extra possessions that we got where either Sean Payton got conservative or Bo Nix in the offense just wasn't moving the ball. Now, we did have 2 of our wide receivers go down in the first freaking series.
Yeah.
Both of those guys should be back this week. But, yeah, I don't got too much to say other than that. This is a way different conversation if we don't win the game, but we won the game. So Bo Nix was awesome down the stretch.
Yeah, he played well. He played well. I know I'm a hard grader. I get it. I'm a hard grader because I believe in neutrals, right? I believe in doing what it needs to, doing your job. Do your job. I'm a big person on that, and I think you win most games by players doing their jobs. Most games are lost because players are not doing their job. But so I am big on that, which that's a positive, right? So outside of the pick, it's nothing that he wowed me, right? It's nothing that was wowing, right? I just think, you know what I'm saying, he did his job, and then he threw that pick, which I didn't like at all. And I'm sure you saw that. I tweeted it out. I was like, do not bring back Auburn's bro Nix. You know what I'm saying? I do not bring that out. But he played a good game, bro. You can win a Super Bowl. You can win. How about that? You can win a Super Bowl with that quarterback. And it's his second year.
That's right. That's right. It was terrible that he broke his ankle there on the.
I didn't even know he broke it. When you text me that, I hadn't even known that it was broke. I was like, what? At first, I thought you was joking. I thought you was joking at first that day. At first, I thought you was joking. So I looked. So I said, man, let me see what they talking about. I looked. I was like, he did break his ankle. I don't even know how he did it. I watched the play over and over again.
There's still been some debate. So, Sean Payton initially said it happened on the kneel down. And you can kind of look like Deion Walker kind of steps on his foot a little weird.
Yeah.
But then like all these Twitter doctors and everybody else, and I think Sean Payton might have said the press conference earlier this week that now it originally happened on that designed run to the left that they did with Bo Nix earlier on that drive. So he threw, I think, 2 more passes after that, like dropped back, threw back. They were both pass interference calls, both correct calls, by the way. You sorry, Bills fans. Just because it's a penalty on the last drive of the game doesn't mean it shouldn't be called, sadly. But, I mean, he threw those balls allegedly with a broken ankle, then took the kneel down, and just crazy stuff. So we'll see if we can get him back here. They said it was a simple fracture, so there's an outside chance that if the Broncos advance, you just get him all the perks and Toradol that he needs, and have him win the Super Bowl MVP for me. That would be great, but crazy stuff. Let's move on to the next game, though, Rawhide, before we get back to previewing Broncos and Patriots.
Okay.
Let's unless you had any more thoughts on.
No. When did TL break his ankle? Was a high ankle sprain, and he came back. He came back extremely fast.
Yes, yeah. I think it was about a month or so.
Okay. Yeah, so he came back and played on that, which should have been MVP if Donovan hadn't lost his mind. But that's a story for a different thing. All right, yeah, we can go to the next game.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't expecting the Seattle Seahawks to absolutely obliterate San Francisco the way that they did. But man, Brock Purdy pick 6 to start the game. They had a kickoff return touchdown from Seattle as well. I mean, this was just full out domination, man. And Sam Darnold played pretty decently for having that oblique injury, and they just ran all over the place, man. Kenneth Walker, as you can see, 3 touchdowns. Charbonnet played well until he went down with a torn ACL. So man, I won't get too far, but I've always had the Rams ahead of the Seahawks in like my power rankings for the most part and everything like that. They just seem like a dominant team at home right now.
I was waiting on you to say it. I was just like, let me hear what you about to say.
But man, yeah, coach saying, man, this game was over from the initial kickoff, man.
It was, bro. Yeah, it was.
And did you see the Niners now are looking to see if this electrical facility next door is the reason why all their players are getting hurt? I don't.
What? No.
I know from like all the waves. I don't know.
Not the 5G,
waves, the radiation.
5G COVID. All right then. All right. Is that what we on now? Is that what we doing?
Yeah, but just a disaster from the 49ers. I still think a good year given all their injuries, but that's how it is every year for San Francisco. Oh, they played good when they were all hurt. I got nothing else to say, man. The Seahawks were dominant, and that's that.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot to say about this game. That Seahawks defense was flying.
Yes.
They were flying, Dave. And I'm like, if they play like that, I don't think nobody can beat them if they play like that. But everybody, you can't play every game like that. And everybody's not the 49ers, but that just looked like they just wanted are we ready for the next game? Get them out of here. Next. Come on, Rams. It looked like they were like, come on, Rams. We're done. Come on. And I was watching some of that game. I was just like, ooh. Philadelphia wouldn't have beat them either. No. First off, there's not a team in the playoffs that would have beat the Seahawks on that day.
No. Dude, you got the full engine going, man, with special teams and offense, man. They were unbeatable, 41-6. Let's move on to the more entertaining stuff.
Oh, here we go.
Good Lord. Dude, this game, so frustrating from a Broncos perspective, man. I'm praying to God, Houston Texans, come on, just get it done. But CJ Stroud, man. CJ Stroud, a turnover machine. All right. 20 of 47, 212 yards, 1 touchdown. And what he have? 5 turnovers, 2 or 4? I'll double check on this. But this was embarrassing. This was embarrassing from CJ Stroud. It really pissed me.
Oh yeah, please, go ahead, because I got a lot to say about this game.
Oh yeah. What else can you say, man? This game was lost because of CJ Stroud. That's really all. And dude, this guy's body language sucks. And I don't know if it's because he's also kind of got a baby face, right? But this dude just doesn't seem like he has that competitive edge to like actually care when he's playing bad or when he faces adversity, man.
Because he's on the take, Dave. That's why he was on the take. Dave, come on, Dave. Listen, I know. Okay, partial joking here. Okay, Dave. Let's get past the turnovers because I'm gonna get to that. Dave, he was throwing the ball in the dirt.
Dude.
Did y'all not? Guys, don't look at the turnover. Let's go to some of the He was throwing it in the dirt, Dave. Who throws the ball in the dirt? Last time I see quarterbacks throw the ball in the dirt that much, it was Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I'm like, he was
Tim Tebow.
Bro, he wasn't trying to throw it in the dirt, though. I was just like, Dave, the ball, it's like he had no clue what was going on. It was like, I felt like somebody had his family members held hostage. And it's like, if you don't lose his game, he had a face of worry. I don't know what to do because I got to lose this game. Or this is another, you know what I'm saying, Idris Elba heist type show. I don't know if y'all watch on Apple TV. I'm sorry. It's, he even took over train. But anyway, so basically what I'm saying is this guy, it had to be something else. How you fumbled the ball 5 times the previous game? 5 times, Dave. He fumbled it 5. Now you threw 4 picks. Now he got some of them back. But, bro, Dave, okay, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen a quarterback play like that in the playoffs before in your life in 2 games?
No. This 2-game stretch, I mean, if it was any team other than Pittsburgh, they would have been bounced in the wild card round.
Exactly,
bro. Right?
Dave, never. I ain't never seen anything close to it. Tom Brady threw 3 picks back to back against Green Bay. He didn't have 5 turnovers the previous game, or 5 fumbles the previous game. Who? I don't even think it's possible to play that.
No, it's crazy.
Fine. How do you play that bad, Dave?
Man, I don't know how you can follow up that performance. If you're a good quarterback, you follow up that performance by just playing good the next game. It's
exactly, Dave. It's simple as that.
It's crazy. And I think I might have texted you at halftime. I know I was texting in my Discord, and I was like, "You have to put in Davis Mills. You absolutely have to, because you still have a shot to win this game."
I was right there with you.
One of my friends in the Discord, I think it was Andy, he said, "If you do that, you're telling everybody, your Stroud can't come back from that." And I was like, "Yeah, get it over with. Get it over with, man. This guy is not it. Not it."
And you know what, Dave? I wouldn't even go. I felt like, because I heard a lot of people say what your friend said, the guy said in the Discord to you. But see, I think that matters if you're playing. Okay, I'm gonna say a word that means the same. I'm gonna use this word, and this is what he did. But I hope I can convey what. Like, I think it matters if he was just playing just a bad game. Like, if he was playing just a bad game and you pulled him, you like, all right, you just ain't playing good enough. Let me put somebody else in. He was playing so god awful bad that pulling him should have no reflection of his future. I mean, because it was so bad. Like
you said, he couldn't just throw the ball to a spot.
right, Dave. It wasn't just he just couldn't complete a pass. I was like, or CJ, did he looking around like he shook? He needed to get pulled and go into counseling. They should have yanked him and sat him down with a sports psychologist and worked on him for the next season because that was bad, Dave.
All time.
Y'all get another word to use to explain how poorly he played. See, I don't think people watched the game. I think they got hung up on the turn. I ain't even on the tape. He was throwing it in the dirt.
Dude, 20 of 47. 20 of 47.
20 of 47. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I just don't understand.
Dude.
I'm sorry. I mean, but I've been holding on. I just been like, this dude. I couldn't wait to do the show. I'm like, this dude. I was like, somebody, FBI. Y'all need to go check up on Stroud, see what his past. Bro, that's weird. Never seen it in my life.
It was crazy, man. He looked totally different his rookie year, and then ever since that. And I mean, he's going into a contract year now. You know, it's going to be interesting to see if the Texans decide to pick up his fifth-year option. I'm assuming they will, but there's no contract extension coming. You play this thing until the end of that fifth year, if he even gets there, because again, I think they win that game with Davis Mills. I think they win that game.
I agree. But Dave, guess what though? Oh, my bad. I don't mean to filibuster. But Dave, he played so bad. We hadn't even talked about Drake, man, how bad he was.
I know, man. His stat line a little bit better, right? 16 of 27, 3 touchdowns, a pick, but a lot of that came there. Well, I guess he only had that fourth quarter touchdown. They were dealing with short fields a lot. I wasn't impressed either. The stat line, I feel like it kind of gives him a little bit more of a positive light than I expected, you know, just watching the game. But the Texans defense, man, really gave him problems.
Yeah, I think then Drake may have like 4 turnovers. He had threw a pick and three fumbles.
Oh, yeah, I'm forgetting about the fumbles.
Yeah, bro, he fumbled the ball. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he had 4 fumbles, lost 2. So he had 3 turnovers. And get this. I just learned this. This dude's got the same hand size as like Jared Goff. Drake May does.
Does it?
It's like 9 inches and like 1/8. He might have that 1/8 over Jared Goff, man.
Isn't he like 6'4" though?
I know. Dude, Teddy Bridgewater has bigger hands than Drake May, bro. Teddy Bridgewater has 9 1/4.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy,
this guy
bro.
needs to be wearing 2 gloves this weekend in Denver. That's my takeaway.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Drake May was, and that's why I was talking about it with your quarterback there in Denver, Bo Nix. I'm like, Bo Nix has outperformed Drake May in the backside of the season, especially in the playoffs. Because Drake May had, honestly, I think New England, they're winning in spite of Drake May right now.
Yeah.
You know, I know he only lost 2, but I count those 4 fumbles, bro. 4 fumbles. We're ended in the day of the week now. You only lost 2.
Inexcusable. 4 fumbles.
Yeah, bro, and a pick. That's 5 times you put the ball on the dirt, or gave it to the other. 4 times you put the ball in the dirt. 1 time you gave the ball away through a pick, bro. That's terrible play. I just got on Stroud for that for 5 fumbles the previous game. He was just as bad, but Stroud was so. God, I hadn't even heard anybody holler. You know, I've been watching sports since the game, and they talk about that game. They don't even talk about Drake May and how bad he played. They don't even mention it because Stroud played that bad.
No.
I want somebody to go back and watch that game. Y'all go back and watch that game. Dude, it was terrible.
Very rarely do you feel like you're watching a tank bowl in the NFL playoffs We got one the previous weekend with the Steelers and Texans, and then we got, version 2 this week with all the turnovers between the Texans and Patriots, man.
Exactly. On a good note, though, that Houston defense, Dave, thank God C.J. Stroud ain't playing well because they were going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. No doubt about it. And if I'm a captain on that team, if I'm Will Anderson, I'm telling them they better find another quarterback. They better find another. Dude, they wasted an all-time great defense this year because, again, you win this game with even average quarterback play. You win this game with Clark Kent. You know who looks like Clark Kent? Davis Mills.
Yeah.
Davis Mills.
Yeah.
You win this game. With
Houston win the game if Stroud just took knees. If he had just took knees. Just take knees and punt. Okay? The defense stops them. They get the ball in field goal range and you punt. I mean, you kick field goal. Then you come back, take a knee, punt. They stop them. You kick another field goal. Bro, that's how bad they win if he take knees, bro.
Man. And I mean, this has to be because in order for it to be a playoff run, you got to win at least one game. I mean, this has to be the worst collective performance by a quarterback in an individual playoff run ever, right?
Yeah.
It has to be. No question.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm with you. They had 2 drives. New England had, if this is right, New England had, I'm showing 2 drives over 50 yards.
My goodness, 2 drives over 50 yards?
If I'm looking at, I'm sorry, 3. They had 71. They had a 58 and a 56. I guess I'm out. I'm off. I didn't get to the other quarter. Okay. Well, they had 4 drives. 4 drives over 50 yards. 4 drives. I'll play those numbers. Take a knee, Stroud.
Have the defense go win the game, man.
Go win the game, kick field goals.
All right. Any last thoughts on this, or shall we get to another great game?
I've exhausted that, but I was disappointed in that game because I think both teams actually, because May played bad too, wasted great defenses, bro.
Yes.
Performances.
Yes.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either, man. These quarterbacks making all this money. Well, that they aren't, but you understand. It's not a good look. All right. This was a classic, man. This game between the Rams and the Bears was awesome. Now, we came on last week and said, man, this ain't even going to be close, man. The Rams are tested. We don't care that the Bears are at home. I was pulling for the Bears, man, and they were really surprising me. But you know what my first takeaway is from this game, Rawhide? I wonder if you know where I'm going to go with this. Ben Johnson, let this be a tough lesson learned. If you're a dumbass, just takes the points in the first half. You're playing to go to the Super Bowl. Okay. You're just playing to go to the Super Bowl if you just kick field goals, bro.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say didn't he not go for it and punt it on that last drive or drive before? But I thought you were gonna mention that. But no, you're right. No, Dave, I'm exhausted with them, bro. I don't know why they don't like the points. I'm just
in a game where you got to score points. Why don't you like scoring points?
Video games, bro. I'm telling you, video games has melted people's brains, bro.
It's so true,
bro. It just melted people's brains.
Now, Caleb Williams, man, he had 3 interceptions. Obviously, the one in overtime is the one that's just like, dude, you can't make that throw there in overtime to be that inaccurate. But you also saw the moments of why you just love and why Bears fans believe in Caleb Williams, man. The throw on 4th and 8 in the previous round against the Packers, that was one of the best throws I've seen in quite a long time. And then this was like Caleb Williams at USC, man. that throw he made at the end of the fourth quarter to Cole Kmet, just insane stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I loved it, but the better team won.
Yeah, the better team won, and not to run on the parade. Everything you said is true. But as I said earlier, that we were going to eventually get to, you need a lot more Clark Kent and a little less Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams, he is good, but he'll get a coach fired. He'll get him fired. Let him play like this. Good, great. Make these highlight type of reels. 3 years in, still ain't won no Super Bowl. Ain't made no progression because you make mistakes in the playoffs. Ben Johnson, they're going to fire you. How can you not win with great Caleb Williams? How can you not win? And I'm not trying to take nothing from him. I just think it's so evident. I think these playoffs are really, and I'm just really I'm being selfish and hammering home my point. Because I think it has been a great reflection of that. Those, coaches getting canned because all of the coaches getting fired and these teams losing these great games because, these great quarterbacks, they make such spectacular plays, but in the end, I just need you to get the first down. Yeah, that's all I need. But anyway, not taking on, and you're right, bro. All that, everything you say, I agree with you, bro. Outstanding. Rams is a better team. And Caleb Williams has performed way better than I thought he was going to. So, Dave, you really flawed. Y'all knocked it out of the park on that.
Dude, Caleb Williams, still up on him, but in year 2, year 3, you can't turn the ball over 3 times. You get or year 3, year 4, right? Okay, it's your first playoff round.
You get a pass for that.
Series. Yeah, you get a pass. But hey, credit to Matthew Stafford, right? The completion percentage not great, 20 of 42, but no turnovers. Didn't have any touchdowns. But man, he made some big time throws there at the end of the game, man. To Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua really came along there at the end. At the end of the game. I think just a gritty performance, man, where it didn't look pretty, but they got the job done.
Facts. No, I'm right there with you on that. The Rams is a better team. Chicago, man, they had a great run, man. I just can't believe it. I am so surprised by Chicago and what they've done and put together this season. Mm-hmm. I didn't see this coming. I was so wrong. As a matter of fact, I lost a bet. That's why I've been doing 3 lives a week. Because I lost a bet. So clearly I didn't. I was extremely confident that they weren't going to be any good, but they're good.
Yeah, one of the best stories this year, no doubt, the rise of the Chicago Bears. We'll see what they do. Hopefully they can fix their defense this offseason, and we'll see what they can do. But Rawhide, let's get to previewing. We got about 20 minutes, man. Let's get to the fun stuff. Let's start right here, man, with the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. Jarrett Stidham. All right, Jarrett Stidham's going to be our starting quarterback, and that's all I'll say right now. I do have my Jarrett Stidham jersey though. Rawhide, they're sold out on NFL Shop. Only like 3XL is available, so I had to make my own.
Oh my God! Look at you.
Yeah. Look at that. So I'll be rocking this when I live stream the game on Sunday, man. We'll see how it goes, but hey, you know what I'll say with this game, Rawhide, and then I'll let you take it away. If Jimmy Garoppolo can go to a Super Bowl, why can't Jarrett Stidham?
Nick Foles. Hey, Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. Look, I had the Patriots. I'm just gonna tell you off top. I had the Patriots winning this game. Now, let me just tell you, I had it winning the game. I did. I was like, okay, the Patriots are gonna win. But then I got there watching these sports talk television shows. I've been listening to people talk. And I ain't gonna mention his name, but one person made me exhausted me with his argument about New England Patriots can't let Stidham beat them and his argument for it. I said, come on, Broncos. I'm like, how do you do? Here we go again. Okay, let me calm down. Bro, I am so exhausted with people minimizing the great game of football to a quarterback. This game, man, if I played in the NFL at an extremely high level, bro, I would be so listen to how people talk the game. I'm like, y'all just think I don't do shit. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I don't mean to say that. Y'all must don't think I do anything. You just think I'm out here just run up behind the quarterback, whatever you. Bro, I am so exhausted with narrowing games down, NFL playoff games down to quarterback play. If quarterback play had anything to do with whether you win or lost, half these teams that played last week shouldn't even be playing.
You got that right.
Bro, I'm like, so I just like, come on, Broncos. Look, fix the run defense, bro. Fix your run defense, man. And get out to Drake, man. He a turnover waiting to happen, too. He ain't played no good game. Mm-hmm. Go get the ball, bro, and win the game. If you got to take knees, take knees. Don't take chances. Hand the ball off. Get a first down. Keep heat on Drake May because he shook. Bro, he's been shook in the playoffs every game. He shook. Yeah, you can win this game. I got the Broncos, bro. I got the Broncos in this game, bro.
Oh, yes.
Bro, this is crazy, bro. The incoherent takes that people have on this game of sports, they get paid millions of dollars to give it to us. And I'm like, you narrowed it down to the backup quarter? Is that what? I said, oh my God. I said, please, Broncos. Please, man. Broncos beat them, bro.
If we win this game, I might just have to send you my Stiddy jersey, man. I just might have to do that. But yeah, man, here's the thing, man. I think we got the better overall roster, man. We got the better overall roster, and it goes with everything you're saying, man. The quarterback, just be average to slightly above average, you win this game, man.
Yeah, bro, I got him winning, bro. I got him winning. Sean Payton, I'm begging you, bro. Don't pull. I know they like offensive geniuses. Don't pull a Tom Rathman option play. So please don't pull your San Francisco 49ers guy. Don't do that. But what I'm saying is, bro, call a good game, man. Make the game simple. Get the ball out. Hand the ball off. Get on the center a couple times, which you're probably not going to do it. Get on the center a couple times. Quit showing people what you're doing, bro. Hand it off. Get them in rhythm. Get a pass here. Complete a pass there. He knows the game. Bill Belichick. And Sean Payton picked him. Who's the other guy that wanted him? What's the other team he played for, Dave? Who's the other guy?
Josh McDaniels. In the Raiders.
Josh McDaniels. So coaches that we think have high IQs think this guy can play the quarterback position. Just put him in position to win, bro. Put him in position to win. Just don't turn the ball over.
Just don't turn the ball over. You don't need to be Superman. Oh, there's so many things I want to say. J.K. Dobbins is practicing this week, Rawhide. So we get him back, even if it's just, for 10 carries this game. It's very beneficial. And I think a lot of people outside of Broncos country, they're forgetting how hard it is to win in this building. Just like Seattle, man. It's hard to win here. The fact that the Patriots are 5.5-point favorites on the road is disrespectful. I don't know what you saw Milton Williams say yesterday about Jarrett Stidham, but he's like, man, I know nothing about him. If he was, but they didn't like him more than Bo Nix. So, but that's all I said. I was like, man, there's no reason to be saying any of that. There's no reason to be saying any of that when this team performs so much better when they feel slighted and doubted. There's just no reason to. But yes, Drake May, he's going to be playing in the cold weather again. He's got hands smaller than Teddy Bridgewater. Nobody's talking about that. And Jarrett Stidham, man, the biggest thing about him being here is that he's been in this offense for 3 years. You don't have to condense the playbook whatsoever. I've seen videos and reels about try and get Phillip Rivers here, which isn't even possible. Try and get Cam Newton here. Dude, Cam Newton wouldn't even be able to spill out a play call because they're so long and complex here, man. You can't learn all that in a week. Like any of these guys that you're bringing in here, man. So you don't need to change the offense. And, dude, he can sling it, man. He might have better mechanics, or at least footwork, consistent footwork than Bo Nix, but we'll see if he's got that clutch gene. If he needs to make some big-time throws, is he able to do it? His whole life could change if he wins this game, man. His whole life could change if the Broncos win. So, I think our defense, they will bounce back from that performance last week. Vance Joseph will get this unit schemed up better this week, I think. Thankfully, our talent made the plays last week despite the bad scheme. I don't think that's how it's going to be with the Patriots. We don't normally do score predictions on here, Rawhide, but I feel confident in my Broncos getting this done. 24-17. 24-17. That's going to be the score.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. I think that's. I guess since you gave one, if I was thinking maybe a little bit less, 17-10, 14-10, 13-10, something like that. But look, I don't have when I'm thinking about this game, I don't even think about the quarterback. I don't worry about Stidham. I worry about that run defense. It's the only thing I'm concerned with. That's it. That's all I'm concerned with. Don't let Pittsburgh stay ahead of the sticks. Keep them behind the sticks. I think if New England is behind the sticks and you put it in his arm, put it in Drake May's arm, y'all win the game. And I don't think it's and I think it's a convincing win. I'm not saying that the score will reflect it, but I feel like if you put the game in Stidham's hand, you stop the run first, right? You do that first, man. I think when we talk about this next week, we talking about how it was a close game, but I never really felt like New England had a chance to win.
That's what
I felt like they was in control of the game the whole time. Just put the ball, bro. Y'all saw Drake May has been god awful. So I ain't worried about. I'm not worried about
the secondary to clamp on those receivers.
I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about y'all stopping the run.
Yes. And Dre Greenlaw only played limited snaps last week. That pissed me off. We need him playing a full game. We can't. Alex Singleton made that one forced fumble, but he was on the field too much. He's a liability. And, we got to make a barbecue chicken out of this New England Patriots offensive line. We have to.
Wait, come on. Broncos earn the right to rush the passer. Just do that for me. That's all I need y'all to do.
Wonderfully said. And I got to show you this, Rawhide. I got to show you this. I was talking about it because if we get this done, there's an outside chance that Bo Nix could be back to play in the Super Bowl. So I put $5 on Bo Nix to win Super Bowl MVP yesterday. That nets me $467 if he wins Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, really?
On Couch.
I got to go jump on that. I got to go holler at Couch and jump on that.
That's a pretty fun little bet, right? You put $10 on it, it's close to $1,000.
Yeah. I'll have to jump on that.
It's pretty nice. Now I will say, Kalshi, all the money right now is going with the Patriots. That's fine. That's fine. They're gonna lose their money. Oh, looking like New England has dropped a little bit, but I've had this play in here with Denver winning at 14 cents like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. But now they're at 33%, New England 69. Somehow that adds up to 102%, but we're not going to freak out about that right now. The other thing I've been looking at, Rawhide, on here is an anytime touchdown from J.K. Dobbins. I've been looking every day, and they haven't added him here. I'm expecting him to be active, so I still got to wait. It sucks. But, yes, shout out to Kalshi. Let's get to the NFC, man. Let's get to the NFC. All right. Hey, Cooper Kupp going up against his old team. How about that? Seattle's looking dominant. And LA, they kind of remind me of, well, I don't know, man. They don't always win in the prettiest ways. Right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, they can get this game done, but Seattle's 2.5-point favorites at home. Is that what teams normally get? It's 2 or 2.5 at home?
Yeah. I think I thought it was 3 at home.
Yeah, maybe it's 3. That sounds right. 3 at home. I think that this is going to be a close game, but man, after that Seattle performance, it's hard for me to say that they don't win this game, even with Sam Darnold. And then what happens, Rawhide, if Sam Darnold, his oblique injury gets worse? And then you got Jarrett Stidham and Jalen Milroe starting in the Super Bowl.
Oh my God! I cannot believe that you brought up not the oblique injury. You didn't bring that up, did you?
Oh,
look, man. I feel like it's a setup game because I agree with you. I like the Seahawks. As a matter of fact, I like the Seahawks in the -2.5. I would take the points, but I don't know what it is about. I don't know what it is about the Rams. They play these close games, but the Rams hadn't looked very good. So it has me nervous for the setup. A team that I think a lot of people's going to put a lot of money on, the Seahawks, and the Rams end up getting them. But I'm still going with the Seahawks. Don't care. Come on, Seahawks. I need you to come out. Just play like y'all played last week, man. You going to the Super Bowl. Easy.
I guess the only other thing in the Rams' defense right now is that Sam Darnold has not played well at all every time he's played the Rams. The Rams own this man.
I thought he played pretty good the last game. He didn't play good the last one before this season.
No, I think he still had 3 interceptions in that last game.
Oh, did he?
Why don't I go look that up right now?
No. You're right. He had 2 picks. Yeah, he had 2 picks. You're right. No, you're right.
He had 2 picks.
Right. Yeah, he had QBR 38.3. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, yeah, you're right. What is it about the Rams that Sam Darnold have problems with, though?
I don't know, man. Yeah. I mean, Stafford played lights out in that last game. 3 touchdowns, 0. Yeah. But remember, it was Sean McVay's dumb call, right? He had some sort of dumb play call there at the end of the 4th quarter. Or was it in overtime? I can't remember. That gave the ball back to the Seattle Seahawks. It had to do something with Kyren Williams. Or maybe Kyren Williams fumbled. Chat, help me out. How'd that game end?
Here, I don't remember, bro. In overtime, or which drive was it?
I think it was the last drive of the regulation. I'm gonna look this up too.
They punted the ball. Stafford pass incomplete. 3rd and 10. I don't know, but while you're looking it up, I'll say this, man. I kind of feel like these playoffs were set up for the Rams to make it to the Super Bowl. I think it'll be a big disappointment if the Rams don't make it to the Super Bowl. And I think that may be, I ain't gonna say that because y'all gonna think I'm stupid, but I'm just not a big Sean McVay fan, just to be honest with you. But I know. That's why
you're killing me.
Yeah, I know. Let's not do that. But I'll just say, I think it'll be a big disappointment if the Rams doesn't make the Super Bowl. No Philly.
Nope.
You played a Carolina team, and they played well, not taking anything from them. And you played a Bears team that we think kind of like Cinderella-ish, as far as where they got to. Bro, if y'all don't make Super Bowl, I think it'd be a wasted season, to be honest with you. Especially with Stafford probably gonna win the MVP. You think he's winning the MVP?
Man, I sure hope so. If they give this to Drake May, I'm going to be so pissed off.
Well, yeah, it looks like he's going to win the MVP, though.
Sometimes you got to give these veterans that have played in the league for like 20 years benefit of the doubt. Like, if it's close, just give it to the veteran, man.
I mean, he's leading in yardage.
Yeah. See,
yeah,
give it to Stafford. I'll be rooting for the Rams because I am completely terrified of seeing the Seattle Seahawks defense as the Broncos advance. Dude, I do not want a replay of 2013 whatsoever. No way. And plus, man, I just like LA. And when I was at school at CU, team captain, legendary player, Nate Landman, man. He plays inside linebacker for the Rams. So that would be cool to see him get to a Super Bowl. And yeah. But I'll be rooting for the Rams. I got the Seahawks. Sounds like we both got the Broncos beating the overrated Patriots. That's going to be beautiful. Hopefully that comes to fruition. Hopefully Jarrett Stidham earns himself, $100 million contract by like the Arizona Cardinals or something dumb. We'll see how it all goes. Rawhide. The New York Jets, right? New York Jets. Forgot about them. They need a quarterback because, if you got a few more minutes, I would like to ask
go ahead.
Thoughts on some of the head coaching hires that that have happened.
Mm-hmm.
What you think of Jesse Minter going to the Ravens? What you think of Kevin Stefanski going to the Atlanta Falcons? Do you just hear about this Jesse Minter thing?
I just heard the Jesse Minter. That must just happen.
I think it happened like late last night. Yeah. I think it happened. Jesse Minter, Ravens.
No, I think they're just interviewing him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, they say he's okay. Jason La Canfora said he's likely headed to the Ravens. Mike Tomlin stepping down. I just need your thoughts on all this stuff.
First thing, love Harbaugh going to the Giants. I figured that's probably where he's going to go. Next big deal. I was surprised that my man at Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin, stepped down. I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I was too.
And it sounds like it wasn't mutual. So I was extremely surprised by that. And he can't get another job unless he gets compensation like your Denver guy, Sean Payton. So I'm surprised by that. Kevin Stefanski going to Atlanta, I called that one. I figured they needed that. I know you don't like Stefanski for some reason.
You know how Stefanski goes from one crowded quarterback room to another? For some reason, man, this guy just loves having quarterback issues, leadership structure issues, all this, man. This is going to be an absolute mess between Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix, man. I'm just calling it.
Well, Penix is not even going to play, is he? He ain't playing.
He ain't playing there. Well,
yeah, he's hurt.
It'll be good to go for next season, right?
Oh, will he be back by then? I don't know when his time. I don't know his injury time.
I think so.
Okay, so, and I think Kirk Cousins, them having Kirk Cousins probably has a little bit to do with that. Also, you got to try to get something out of that contract, which is weird. But I did like him, Stefanski, going to Atlanta. Robert Saleh going to
Tennessee.
I found that to be weird. I thought that was a little weird.
Yeah.
Now, because I think that team is broke from the bottom, and you got a young quarterback. I figured they would have looked to somebody kind of like what you like, a little more offensive minded, going into the Tennessee.
It's almost like they said we shouldn't have fired Vrabel.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what they said. Shouldn't have fired Vrabel. So,
which you were right about, by the way. I was wrong about that.
What's that?
You're like, man, I don't like the Titans fired Vrabel. I'm like, man, they should have fired Vrabel, man. This guy.
Yeah. I thought he was a good coach. I think he's a good coach. But because Oh yeah, let me say this too. I know, and hopefully in the offseason we get in these quarterbacks, this philosophies and coaching. I like coaches that can be leader of men.
Mhm.
You need to be a leader. I could care less with your know-how because if you're a leader of men first, all that other stuff falls into play. You gotta be somebody that people want to play for. Who did I talked about the Titans? Who am I missing? Did I miss anybody?
Halfley to Miami from Green Bay.
I'm not surprised by that because they got Green Bay's. They got from a guy from I think in the new GM they hired from Green
The
Bay
front
also.
office guy, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of saw that coming. Kind of weird. I don't know how that's gonna work out. We will see. They got problems. They got some major problems. They got a lot of money tied up into a player that can't play. So I don't know how that's really gonna turn out.
Dude, I've kind of been surprised, Rawhide, that if Kevin Stefanski was getting all these interviews, dude, has Brian Daboll taken any interviews?
I think he's been interviewed by Buffalo.
That would be interesting.
Yeah,
I would like that move.
I wouldn't hire him if I was Buffalo, but
No.
Buffalo's dumb because their owner's dumb. And
Dude, did you see what he said?
Bro,
yesterday?
did you see what he said, bro? Oh my God, bro. Dave. Older. They say he don't talk. They say he don't talk a lot. Don't talk, bro. Just don't talk. I know, bro. I know.
Dude, if I'm Keon Coleman, I'm saying, man, get me out of here. After that, exactly. Say, man, get me out of here.
Oh my God, Dave. It was so bad. I was like, because the only reason he was there is to justify promoting the general manager, bro. That's the only reason he was there, bro.
Blaming all the mistakes on Sean McDermott. All the bad
yeah, it is. And come to find out, I found out today they lied about Keon Coleman. He was the GM. He was on video recorded saying, no matter what happens, he's oh my God, bro. I don't know what would father behind that, bro. So yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. But I worry about hiring somebody that the quarterback just likes. I worry about that.
It's very
it gives me LeBron James vibes.
Yes. Who else? Kind of a little bit different, but Russell Wilson, Nathaniel Hackett kind of vibes. You know, Nate Hackett's his own. He's like Michael Scott, so that he's like a whole other level of bad.
But when y'all doing that too, because of out of Green Bay, what's his name?
Because Aaron Rodgers,
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, y'all thought you was gonna get Aaron Rodgers.
But then Rodgers brought him to New York to be the offensive coordinator. It was just as bad, man. It was just as bad.
Don't do that. Don't do this. Guys, this is a bad idea. Don't bring player favorites, bro. That's not a good deal. Who else? Anybody else I'm missing?
Well, I guess we're trying to figure out who's going to take the Browns job, the Raiders job, and Arizona. I still think Vance Joseph is going to take Arizona. I still think that's probably going to happen. Okay. But yeah, like
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. I mean, I guess it should be. What's his name? Brian.
Do you know they got interview McCarthy? Did you hear about that?
Why are they
Green Bay? Huh?
Really, Flawed, get in here. Who's going to be the Steelers' next coach?
Oh my God, bro! When I heard that,
why are you interviewing Mike McCarthy?
I don't know,
dude. I'm calling it right now, dude. This franchise is going to be bad for like the next 10 years, man. The Steelers are going to be bad.
Oh my God, I heard that. I just thought that cannot possibly be right. But but anyway, I would love to see again. You know, I'm a big Brian Flores fan, so I would love to see him in Pittsburgh, maybe the Ravens. That he's not going to get that job. I'd like to see him in those locations. Looks like the guy from Miami. Did he get a second interview with the Ravens?
Not the guy from Miami. Because Mike McDaniel is now the OC of the Chargers.
Right.
Yeah. But
But I don't know. I don't know. Pittsburgh, if I was Pittsburgh, I would probably do a Pittsburgh type of thing. Probably find some little young cat that got a lot of upside. Give them opportunity to rebuild the organization. I'd do that.
If you're Clint Kubiak, it's not looking good, man. Mainly,
what do you think about Clint Kubiak anyway, Dave?
Well, I'm a big fan of the Kubiak and Shanahan coaching family, so I think he's a good coordinator. Again, you've seen Sam Darnold follow up a 14-win season with another 14-win season. They have a fantastic run game. This guy picks weapons, and they perform. They're the best wide receivers statistically in the league this year. But if I'm Clint Kubiak, why would I want to leave that and go to one of these horrible organizations in the Cleveland Browns or the Las Vegas Raiders and become head coach? Like, why would you want to go to a toxic organization? Is Fernando Mendoza enough of a reason to say, I'll go to Vegas? Personally, I think Cleveland's going to get a bad head coach because I don't think any good head coaches will want to go there.
I don't think I don't think the Raiders are that bad though. I think what I mean is organizational. You think they're bad organizationally? I know you're in the same division as the Raiders, so
you just look at the history, dude. They haven't won a playoff game since 2002. I mean,
yeah, but okay, but I said we can say the same thing about Detroit before Detroit turned it around.
Didn't their owner have to die?
I think she gave it away. Detroit's owner gave it away. She's still living, actually.
Yeah, and like you thought it would get better after Al Davis died, maybe, but this guy's like dementia Al Davis, his son. There's no redeeming good qualities about him. Now maybe Tom Brady can save him because Tom Brady is a much better broadcaster this year than Tony Romo. So maybe he can be a better, owner this year. I don't know. It's all strange to me. Is Mendoza that good to make up for all that, like Caleb Williams seems to be in Chicago and Ben Johnson? Maybe it's one of those situations.
I think he can be Sam Darnold. I think he can be Sam Darnold. And they play in the Dome. They're in Vegas. Man, you protect him, bro. He'll be okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I put it to you like this. I don't look at the Raiders as I do Cleveland or Atlanta or the Jets or Arizona.
Oh, for real?
I don't. I see them I have them in higher regard than those teams.
Yeah, I don't. I like the Jets more, but I mean they're bad. They're bad. They're just as bad. They're just as bad.
But do you think they're poorly ran though? That's the question.
The Raiders? Yes, tremendously. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this whole year was a disaster. You had Pete Carroll, and then Tom Brady said, "Hey, Chip Kelly's going to be offensive coordinator." This guy's not a Pete Carroll guy. You saw what you got. I mean, it's just not good process. I'm a process guy.
Yeah, I got it. I just assume when they hired Pete Carroll, I never felt like they hired Pete Carroll. I always felt like he was just a stability hire.
I know, man. I thought that they would be much better than they were too.
Oh yeah, I never thought they were going to be any good as far as winning. But I also don't equate a bad organization with wins and losses. Okay, I don't see. I guess what I'm saying is, let me explain. I call bad organizations that ruin players.
Mm-hmm.
So Chicago Bears, I thought they were poorly ran because they would take in players and eat them up and kick them out as being nothing. I felt like the Jets were eerily similar to that, especially with quarterbacks. I didn't feel that way with the Raiders. I felt like they just didn't win games. They may have made a few bad decisions, but they didn't eat up players.
No. I think that's fair.
Like Cleveland, like people think Cleveland eats up players.
Yes, and they do.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I don't look at the Raiders like that.
That's very true. That's a good point, man. Yeah,
because everybody
really
can't win.
No, you got to have some bad teams.
So I think if the Raiders got a stability head coach, I think they could be a quick turnaround. I think that could be a quick turnaround team.
For the Raiders' sake, I hope that's true, man. I mean, I think Mendoza, I think this seems to be a pretty good quarterback. That run he had in the fourth quarter, that was awesome, man. Where he broke that tackle on that quarterback draw and then dove into the end zone, man. That was awesome. Kind of reminded me of John Elway's helicopter dive. But man, I was cheering for Miami, and it's crazy. Carson Beck, he's only like 5 throws away from like being the greatest college quarterback of all time. Because I think every one of his losses has ended on the final drive, and he's like thrown an interception or something crazy like that. I think I was reading that the other day.
Oh my God.
He's only had like 5 losses. Yeah. They've all ended on interceptions.
I went on a rant about Miami. But I don't think he's an NFL quarterback, bro.
No.
Either.
He'll get drafted probably in the late rounds just because of his measurables.
Right. Now, all the experts said the quarterback draft supposed to be this season, but it didn't turn out that way. But, bro, next season is going to be, hey, this ain't the season. You need to punt to next year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think Arch Manning is going to be off the freaking chain? I think he's out, bro. Andrew Luck 2.0.
You think so?
Andrew Luck 2.0, bro.
Dude, I would love that for Arch.
Andrew Luck 2.0.
Really would.
Yeah.
But if you're Chambliss, I don't understand why you don't go to the draft right now. You'd probably be the second quarterback off the board, right?
Second?
You want him
small.
or Ty Simpson? Yeah, I guess he is small.
Yeah. Somebody told me he's 6'1". He don't look 6'1" to me, but okay. And 6'1" still small, but he's small.
Yeah.
So and clearly they don't teach quarterbacks throwing lanes anymore. So they can't see. I'm like, how are y'all getting all these balls batted? Hold on. Is the new player less informed than older players back in the day?
Yes.
Is
that
what it is, bro?
Yes.
I was like, somebody dude argued me. He said, man, he got the ball back. That's not his fault. I was like, why is that not his fault? I was like, what? Bro.
When did it change to where you're not blaming the quarterback for getting his balls batted? I thought that was always quarterback's fault.
I don't know, man. Is all of them preventable? No. But I don't get it, man. This new age of thinking, bro, it just blows my mind. I was like, how is that not?
Dude, I know I'm becoming like old because I'm like, man, these kids, this newer generation with how they play the game, man, I can't stand it, dude. Yeah, they don't want to practice. They don't want two-a-days. They don't want to do red shirts. They just want to play. They don't want to learn the offense. They don't want to play under center. They just want to clap, to hike the ball, all this stuff, man. They're not learning any of the West Coast principles anymore.
Oh yeah, they got a special coming out about my man Bill Walsh. Y'all need to go check it out. Check it out when it comes out. I think it's gonna be good. But do
they teach progressions and timing and drop backs and all that the same way like they used to do?
I don't know, bro. It's weird to me. And you know what else? They don't go on the center because they can't turn it back to the defense. I don't think their processing times are good enough. So what happens is that they got to always see what the defense doing, because if they turn it back, they won't be able to recognize it. I think that's the biggest of it. I know people want to argue, no, it's because they're more athletic. I was like, John Elway was very athletic. He could play.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah.
I think
And
that's what
again,
it
he
is.
played his whole career with a torn ACL. So Bo Nix can play with a broken ankle here in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. That's if the Broncos win. You heard it here first. He's gonna play with the broken ankle.
Hey,
gonna
Lauren
play.
said, "Get off my lawn." Do I sound like a get off my lawn guy right now, though?
No, he says I sound like a get off my lawn type of guy. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I probably do. You know, these kids just want everything handed to them. They don't want to learn the offense. They don't want to practice. They don't want to compete to earn a starting position anymore. They don't want 2-a-days. Yeah, they don't want to be in meetings for so long. They don't want to go to class. They don't want to have to learn. What the fuck do they want to do?
Dave, you crazy.
All I know are about the things they don't want to do. You know, that's all we hear.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it, bro. I don't know, man. I know one thing in the playoffs, we have seen bad quarterback play.
Mm-hmm. Inexcusable quarterback play. And we've seen head coaches without the stones to hold them accountable.
Yeah, I would challenge Lawrence to tell me a time in the playoffs, he remember playoffs where he had quarterbacks that put the ball in the ground to throw a pick 10 times in 2 games. Tell me when you've seen that. It is amazing how bad it's been.
And I can understand, okay, if you're an offensive head coach, okay, if you're Sean Payton and your guy's just stinking it up, you're like, man, this is my guy. I'm going to still prove to the world how good he is. But, dude, you're DeMeco Ryans, bro. You're running the best defense in the NFL, and you're not benching that quarterback. You'd be benching any other player on offense if they were having that kind of performance, man.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't do it. Dave, my mind was blown. I was like, how you not take this dude out the game? Because he was beat in the eyes. You could look at it in the eyes and say, yeah, he ain't got it. Yeah, we're gonna take all his stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it was like, hey, they said, hey, CJ, come grab this belt loop. Hey, you crazy, Dave. Okay, that's just a joke, y'all. Y'all probably didn't catch it anyway, but that's cool. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. All those principles ruin the NBA, dude.
Yeah,
I know, man. I know. Dude, man, college football, dude. We ain't going to start on that. But Rawhide, we're going to have to figure out some shows after the Super Bowl, what we're going to talk about. You know, free agency is going to be insane. Do you get like really into the draft? We'll have some draft stuff to discuss.
You know what? I got into it last year. You know, obviously we did it. I covered all 3 days, but I usually for teams that I would like to see better, I usually pay more attention to them than I do everybody. But yeah, we can figure something out though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it would be kind of fun, like a fix your franchise type of thing, man, with some of these teams that we like.
Facts.
Maybe we talk about that. I think that could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Other than that, what else you got going on the channel this week?
Oh man, well, I got 2 more lives I got to do. I got to pay this bet off, and so we'll be doing a live today. Later on, probably the next hour and a half or so, I'll be doing a live today, and probably have to do one tomorrow. So that's it. That's all I got going on.
You know, that's great. Hey, Lawrence, stop this right now, man. Stop this right now. Come on now, man. Come on, man. We already had a 3-win season, man. You're gonna do me like this? Come on now. All right.
Speaking of, did you see y'all schedule?
Dude, we're still scheduling like we're playing in the BCS era, man. This is
damn. Them first 5 is a beast.
Dude, and you said we lost one of our best defensive linemen today. You see that? Ezra Christensen, who they brought in. Apparently he has no eligibility left. Dude, we signed him.
You got him in the portal?
Yeah. He's got no eligibility
left.
left.
His stuff wasn't right. Okay, I got you.
I guess they're saying JUCO years don't count this year. Or they do count this year, as opposed to last year where they didn't. Why?
I thought what?
I know. And that's what Chambliss is suing about. That's what he's suing about. So maybe there's yeah, I don't know. But it's just a mess. How can JUCO years count for eligibility this year when they didn't last year? And then you saw that the coaches voted. This will be official probably later this year, that now you can redshirt as long as you play in 9 games or less.
Oh, so you can maintain a red shirt even after playing 9 games.
Yes.
Dang, that's not a red shirt, but whatever, bro.
Just get rid of the red shirt. Just give everybody 5 years,
5
man,
years,
at that point.
exactly,
dude, a
bro.
3-game difference. Come on now. What are we even doing?
Well, you know why they wanted to do that, though? Because the kids wanted to save the shirt. They're like, well, if I'm going to lose you, I might well be able to play you. So if you're going to transfer, hey, coach, I'm not going to play. So, if you pass it, if you could play 9, then you come back and say, all right, well, you can still play. That's all that's for. That's it. To squeeze the last juice out of it before we get out the door.
Yep. Dude, I guarantee you at some point you're going to see a player play 10 years in college football.
Yeah.
We're going to get close. All right.
Well, we already close, aren't we? Is there 8? I thought there was 8.
I think there was 8 or 9. There was already 8 or 9. Yeah. The Miami tight end. But
hey, Really Flaw got a show said how.
Oh,
let me I'll end with this. Really Flaw said the guy did a show about how you fix college football. I agree with some principles, but I told y'all what to do. Make them pay cost of living back. Simple as that. That's it.
Take back their rights. That's how you fix it.
Bro.
You pay them in paper bags like they did in the old days. So,
all right, Dave.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. This was a really fun show. We'll be back next week to hopefully discuss the Broncos making the Super Bowl.
They will be in the Super Bowl, baby.
Oh my God! Let's go, Broncos. We'll see you next time. Peace. Dude, thanks so much, Rawhide. I appreciate it, man.